Servicing Incubators and Infant Warmers. This video was produced as an educational project and is not intended to provide expert information. Always consult manufacturer's information and qualified professionals before attempting to service your biomedical equipment. Always follow safety warnings. This video will provide background information on incubators and infant warmers, how they work, their similarities and differences, common issues they have, and how to fix them. Throughout this video, we will be switching between problems that can apply to one device or the other. For your convenience, symbols can be found at the top right corner of the screen. This icon indicates an incubator, and this one indicates an infant warmer. First, let's start with background information. Often babies, especially those born premature, lack enough stored energy to maintain their body temperature with their metabolism. Incubators and infant warmers help maintain the baby's body temperature. This allows them to keep their stored energy to help them grow. These are some differences between the devices. An incubator is a fully enclosed device. This means it can maintain environmental conditions like humidity and oxygen concentration, and also protect from allergens, infection, and noise. An infant warmer is open to the environment. They are more accessible than an incubator. Because of this, they are used when patients need more frequent interventions. Infant warmers can provide rapid heating and are thus used in both neonatal intensive care units and in the delivery room. Here are some common examples of incubators you might encounter. And here is what an infant warmer might look like. Now, let's talk about how they work. The key features of an incubator are the heating element, which heats the air, the fan, which blows the warm air into the chamber, the access sleeves, which allow caregivers to reach inside the incubator, the temperature and humidity sensors, which monitor air settings and change the heating element to the desired temperature, the knobs that can adjust the bed position, the control panel, which lets the user change the settings, and the attachment ports for oxygen tanks or humidifiers. The heating element for an infant warmer, however, uses radiative heating rather than convection like an incubator would. There is also a temperature sensor attached to the baby which reads the skin temperature and changes the element output to make sure the baby isn't too hot or cold. Finally, there is the tray and latch system that protects the baby from falling out of the device. Common problems and their fixes. One issue that can come up is heating element and temperature sensor failure. Heating elements can malfunction due to normal wear and tear, or if a fuse has been blown. Mechanical or electrical malfunctions can affect the temperature control as well, causing it not to work. Finally, temperature sensors can become miscalibrated and sense the incorrect temperature. If there is insufficient heat being given off by the element, try cleaning it and removing any dust or other material that might be obstructing it. This is especially important for radiative elements. If that doesn't fix the problem, it is likely necessary that the heating element needs to be repaired or replaced. When replacing the heating element, be sure that the element is the correct wattage. Check to see if there is a blown fuse in the device. Remove the thermal fuse from the system and run a continuity test. Look at the multimeter display. Next, touch the two probes together. A distinct sound should be heard from the multimeter and the display should change. Then touch one probe to each of the fuse contacts. You should again hear a sound and see a display change. If not, the fuse is blown and needs to be replaced. Realize that you may have thermal and electrical fuses. While blown fuses can be replaced quite easily, a blown thermal fuse may indicate that heat is not being vented properly by the system. In this case, it may be necessary to replace the fan as well. If the temperature sensor is not displaying accurate readings, consult your manual for information on how to recalibrate your sensor. Each device will have its own process for resetting calibration. A reference thermometer can help with accuracy of calibration. You may also encounter oxygen or humidity control failure. Oxygen or humidity sensors can sometimes break or become miscalibrated. In cases such as this, leaking or torn seals, tubing, or gloves can contribute to being unable to maintain desired oxygen or humidity settings. Sensors can be recalibrated by consulting the user manual and comparing to another device that measures the humidity or oxygen content. If you think there may be a leak in the tubing connectors, soapy water can be applied to any seals or tubing. If air bubbles appear, there is likely to be a leak present. These leaks can either be repaired with a sealant or replaced with a new part. Makeshift chamber covers can be made out of zipper storage bags and rubber bands if replacement sleeves cannot be ordered for the access ports. First, cut a straight line across the top and bottom of a zipper storage bag, creating a sleeve. Then, remove the smaller ring from the sleeve port. Slide one open end of the Ziploc bag around the opening of the port. Secure the Ziploc bag with a rubber band, making sure that the entire end of the bag is secured onto the opening. Replace the smaller ring. Fold the other open end of the bag over the small ring. Secure the end of the bag to the ring with another rubber band. Finally, twist the ring to close. Repetitive twisting and untwisting may stress the bands, causing them to break, so replacements might be necessary. Finally, there can be broken latches or trays. A broken latch or tray can allow the infant to roll out of the device and fall. This normally results from device mishandling, but can result from normal wear and tear as well. Pulling the device by the latch guards to move the device is often a cause of broken latches. The exact repair for the latch will depend on the latch design and the problem encountered. However, the most common problem comes from a misalignment of the latch and striking plate. This can be fixed by enlarging the latch so that the latch will catch again. Alternatively, one could fix the latching system so that the device stays latched all the time. We'd like to thank the Vanderbilt University Department of Biomedical Engineering and el Hospital Materno Infantil Juan Pablo el Segundo in Mixco, Guatemala, for their help in making this video possible.